Hello, PhantomNova here, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I did a video and uploaded a video. Actually, it's been almost a year. I think it's been over a year since I recorded, almost a year since I uploaded a video, but I wanted to get back into it. I got this game. New game. It's in early access, and not a lot of people have been doing gameplay for it, so I thought I would. It is called Timberborn. It is a city builder, settlement builder, whatever you want to call it, except it is with beavers. So I have put in quite a few hours into it already, but I wanted to go again. So we're going to start a new game. I've been trying to figure out which faction we want to go with, and I think we're going to go with Iron Teeth. There's things I don't like about Iron Teeth, but there's things I don't like about Folktales either, but let's go with them. And we are going to play on a custom map. It is just the Plains map. I have altered it some just to make it a little, not easier, but slightly easier, because we are going to play on hard mode. It's still not going to be super easy to start with, but eventually it'll make a difference. But yeah, so let's get in. Okay, so let's just name our settlement Phantomville, because, you know, why not? And we're going to pause it as soon as we let them all come out. So here's our starting area. I have also unlocked the camera so that we can turn it easier. But yeah, so here's our starting settlement. And what we'll do is we'll zoom out just a little bit so that we can see the map. So in a normal map, you've got this river that comes down here, and it just flows through here, flows and flows out. I altered it a little bit to do river over here, and then we have a river that goes this way as well. Just a couple extra rivers, one starting up here that flows both ways, as well as a couple over here. A lot of these aren't going to affect us because they're in an area that we won't end up reaching. But I did alter this too. This has this, but it's going to be a little while before we get to it because we do need to destroy these blockages here so that the water will flow. But yeah, so yeah, so this is what I did to this map. So yeah, let's just get started. I assume if you're watching this, you know some about what the game actually is. So, we only have 11 children. I mean, 11 beavers. 4 of them are children. So we do need to get that started. That's the one thing I don't like about the Iron Teeth, is that you have to have the breeding pods for population, with them. I don't like that at all. But so what we're going to do is we're just going to start with a simple road here. Let's get a couple lumberjack flags in there. And coming straight down from there, we're going to put in another couple in there. And then let's also do, this is one thing I like about them, is their wood storage, their log storage, is stackable, where the Folktales is not. So we're going to just start with one, because it can hold 180, so let's just start with that. We're going to also do berry gathering, but these aren't going to be ready for, some aren't going to be ready for some time, just because of the way with me creating the map, or editing the map, I should say. But let's go on and get a farmhouse in. It's going to be a little difficult because without the water in here, this area is not going to be as green as it normally would. But let's just start with that. And I'm assuming if you're watching this, you already know some of what's going on. So I'm not going to explain but so much. If you want me to explain, just let me know and I will explain more of what I'm doing. But let's just get that going. Let's unpause. What we're going to actually do is we're going to go on and put 2 more workers in there. These are who build. I will say that because I've noticed that some people, when they first started playing, and they didn't know that. So I will say that does affect how many people are working. But as you can see here, this says that this is letting them know that these beavers have nothing to do, and it's because I did not mark for any of the trees to be cut. So we're going to go on and just mark all of these to be cut, and we will go with that. So right now we don't have any wood to get the farmhouse or the log built. So let's go and take that down. We're going to take 2 down. One will go to here and one will go over to this berries. So we'll let the few get started. One thing with hard mode, the droughts are going to hit, and they are going to hit hard and fast. So we do need to go on and get water in. We're going to just put water like that. And we'll get some water storage put in as well. And I put 3 in. I learned this from someone else, but I've been doing it. The large water tank, which we don't have enough science points to unlock, takes 3 spots. So by building 3, we can eventually destroy these and put one of the large water tanks in, and it will take up the same amount of space. So let's just go on and let the time speed up a little bit. So our log pile is done. and that is getting worked on. Let's just slow it down. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to figure out where we're going to put some of these breeding pods, because we do need to get them going. I think for now let's just put the 3 there. They just take logs. So I do want to turn this off. Depending on how new you are to the game, some of the older content won't have what you see here. So there's new trees, chestnut trees. You can gather the chestnuts and use them in the grill to do grilled, or I think it might be roasted chestnuts. Roasted chestnuts, grilled chestnuts, whatever, is a food source. So we do need to gather them. The other things are maple. You need to get maple syrup. They're needed for the pastries, maple pastries, which is done through the bakery. And then the other thing here is pine resin. We need that to do treated planks. So that is what we are currently at. But yeah, so I did notice that some of the older ones don't show that, and that's because they were done before those updates came out. So yeah, the hard difficulty, the reason I redid this map is because I did hard difficulty and I just didn't have fun with it. Because the droughts are just so severe that literally it took me the entire wet cycle to recover from the drought, and then the next drought would hit. So we are going, that's why I changed it, but it is going to still be difficult because we do need to get this first with levees going across here, and then dams so that it does hold the water back. But that is going to be a while because we need a lot of science. To get the science, we're going to need a lot of people. Let's just put, I mean, not people, beavers. Put them over there. And what we're going to do for now is we are going to increase their working hours to 22. Hopefully all of these beavers get the water they need. I think what we're going to have to do is demolish those so that we can put another water pump in there. I mean, this is building up nicely, but we do need to definitely get more water in, because they're going through it pretty quickly. But let's go on and prioritize those two. We need to get um, get them going. Yeah, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan this very well. Because I went back, I wanted to make it a little more challenging, and to do that, I blocked this off so that this would not have water to start with. And that might have been a severe mistake. No, okay. I forgot that they do have the power wheels. Because, so, power is a big thing. Okay, so here comes our first drought, which, like I said, we are in no way, shape, or form ready for. They're not going to be able to build that. They can build the first one, but they won't be able to reach the others, so that's not going to do any good. Okay, well, let's hope that this first drought is not going to be as bad as I suspect it's going to be. Oh, I do need to put in storage so that the gatherer can gather more chestnuts, because they have no room currently to do that. Yeah, so back to what I was going to say. So power. Power is a big thing. Each of the factions differ in that the Iron Teeth have an engine. It burns wood to produce power. That's one thing I like about them. They still have the water wheel. They do have a smaller water wheel that the Folktail don't, but they both have the power wheel and the large water wheel. The Folktail, instead of the engine, they have windmills, which are nice, but are not consistent because the wind can change. Yeah, that makes it difficult to be to make sure you have power all the time. So yeah. Okay, the carrots look like they should be in time. Okay. Yeah, so that's one thing I like. But so so you do produce power because certain buildings do need power, such as the first one that we will build, which is the lumber mill, which produces planks. We will need the planks because that is what is used to build floodgates, which we will need, and then also stairs and platforms. So, we're getting the science in, but it's not going to be quick enough. So, hopefully we will survive this first drought. It's not looking super good. But if we can maybe get another water pump put in, we can get enough water that maybe we can survive. It's going to all depend on how long the drought is. The last time I played hard, I want to say that the drought was like 10 days or so. P does pause if you didn't know that. I do have to admit that it was a long time before I realized that P paused it. But yeah, so let's just get more water in, and let's see, do we have enough time? Everything is currently built. Do we have enough time to get... okay. Let's build them over on that side. There's nothing else, so I don't need to prioritize them. And I mean, we have a little bit of food. We do have the carrots coming in, so that is nice. What I'm going to do is pause that and turn that on. Oh, actually, I don't need to pause it. We had one unemployed beaver. So that's something to be aware of. Watch how many unemployed beavers you do have. We will watch the drought when it starts. It always starts at the beginning of the day. What you have to watch out is at the end of the drought, you don't have water immediately. It takes half a day or more before you get the water back. But this is where the water starts at, so give it just a couple more seconds and it's going to end. You can already see that it's getting ready to end, but there goes the water. So this is going to stay because of the way I built it here. This will not drain completely, but as the drought ends, where this water has gone down due to the drought, we have to wait for that to fill back up to spill over before we get our water back. But we can see the water, let's go and just speed it up. Water is just slowly going away and slowly going away and is almost gone. It's going to stop and it dries up, and we have no water because we were not able to get the dam in. We do have a little bit of water here, but that does us no good right now. Okay, so it's only 4 days long, so we should be able to make it through. These carrots should be fine. We do have chestnuts, just to make sure we have enough water, enough food. What I'm going to do is we're going to go on and get a grill in to do the grilled chestnuts. That'll give us a source of food. That'll use the chestnuts up. That way the beaver can gather more of them. So let's just let that get built. Yeah, I think we should be good this first one, but we do absolutely have to get the levees unlocked, so that we can get this blocked off, because the next drought is going to definitely be a lot longer than 4 days. So because of that, we would definitely will not make it, or in the water that we have. So there's our beaver in there. How close are they? Okay, they're close. Wondering if we should get maybe 3 more put in. We got 103 berries. They take water. You know what? Let's go and do it. Because we do need to be growing a population. Like I said, that's one thing I don't like about the iron teeth. You have to use these to breed the beavers, where the folktale have babies the natural way, if that's the way you want to think of it. You just have to have enough space in the housing. And as long as you have enough space, they will. So, we do need to figure out how we're going to do housing. I think what we're going to do, because with this game, what I'm going to do, I'm going to not particularly build any other districts. We're going to have just this one district, which is going to extend. It's going to extend up here, over here. It's going to extend all the way up here, this platform. It's going to extend to the full length that it can. And that's going to be all that we do. Because that's all I want to do. We may do one like to build up here so that we can unblock this, but it's going to be very small. It's not going to be anything major. No major construction with it. I do need to build a pass out there, though. I mean, it's not being built now, so it doesn't matter. What was I looking for at leisure? I did want to get a campfire put in. You know what? Yeah, let's go on and put it there. Okay, so we've had 2 of the babies already. This one's about to happen. There we go. So we have 3 children now, so we just got to get them to grow up. We're still doing decent on water, though it is running out quicker than I would like, but I think we should be fine. I don't think it'll run out before we're done. We've met goals of happiness of 5. That's nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the gatherer over there just so that they can reach more of the chestnuts. So we're going to go on and pause you. That should leave... Okay, I was going to say it should leave 1, but it didn't because that was already built. Okay, so we're up to 6 now. So let's look at this real quick. Basic needs. All of these improve the happiness of your beavers. There's lots to do. So you can see we're already meeting them by some of the food. And the shelter, they just haven't slept in it. And I'm not sure why, but because there's room in all of them. But as we get more of them, it'll increase. You do have to meet it for all of them, so that's where it becomes more difficult. You can't meet all the needs for all of them all the time. But we're going to do our best. We're going to see how it goes. The one thing about the folktale that they have a an underground storage. 5,000, I mean 4,000 capacity. It is a little bit later in the game that you get it, um, but all they have is 1,000, and it takes up a lot of space. But okay, so we have enough to get the levee. So let's go on and unlock that. And then what we're going to need to do, we need to unlock both of those as well. But I guess what we're going to do, okay, so let's just watch it. So you can already see that this water is going. And you'll see it fill up faster, but we can see that it did go down a little bit, not a whole lot, but it did go down some. So we got to wait for that to fill up before it's going to overflow, which it should go now. Yep. So now that it's overflowing, we will get our water back just in time because we are down to 13. But it is going to take a little bit to go because it does spread out to these other areas too. But here we go. And we are back with water. I will unpause that for when we get another beaver. We got a good enough wood right now, so I'm going to pause you so that you go over to the water pump. Hopefully. Where did you go? Oh, I did the wrong one. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to get them to clear out this stretch of trees. They don't really have to do these because I can go over them. The big ones I can't. Any that are cut down like this, you can place anything over. They don't have to be removed. But so we're gonna build levee all the way across, and then what we're gonna do is how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so on the ends we're gonna do that, and in the middle we'll place the dams. So the difference between them is the levee is solid. The dams allow for just over half of a block to be filled before they spill over. And later, if you unlock the floodgate, you can adjust it. It acts as both of these. It can block it fully, or you can adjust the height to 0, half, or 1. But yes, so that's getting built. What is? Oh, you're exhausted. Okay, so we are gonna let's go on and cut that back a little bit. Give them a little more time to rest because we have been pushing them really hard. I just wanted to check. Okay, they can reach that. We do have another one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just sneak a gatherer's flag in there so that they can gather the chestnuts on this side. Let's just slip a storage in right there. So yeah, that that gets us going. Once this gets cleared out, and what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to mark for them to not cut this side. Just get these cut, and same over here. Just for now, so that we can get these cleared out of the way, so we can get more carrots and potatoes. See, this is what I was talking about. We barely went 5 days before the next drought was announced. So we have 8 days to recover from the first drought. So it's a little, and the droughts are just going to get so long that I don't know if we're going to be able to handle it. So that's why we're going to rush quickly to get this unblocked so that we have more water. What do we need? 150. Okay, we have enough for that, but we don't have any planks. So let's go on and get do we want 2 lumber mills? We'll put 2 in, but once it gets built, we'll pause it. So power is interesting. You do have to connect it to the buildings. Like this can be built directly beside it and it would work. But then they do have these power shafts that you can build out to connect them, and I will show you how that works as we get the engine. But for now, what we're going to do is let's just build that like that. But again, that's not as big of a worry. We need to get this built, and it's not going to be built. It's not going to be built in time. Let's see. If we increase that, and the next day they just are going to have to work 22 hours. I thought we'd have a little more time, but we don't. See, the problem is they can only carry, let's see, yeah, there. They can only carry 1. They're just, the logs are slightly too heavy for them to carry 2. So, because of that, it takes a very long time to build this, and it's not going to be built. Damn it. Oh. That's... They were so close. So close. Okay, so we're gonna just have to see if we can make it through this drought. We have enough food because I mean we do have more carrots coming in. They'll be able to pick a lot more blueberries, and we have plenty of chestnuts as well on both areas. So I'm not worried about food. It's going to be the water, and I don't think we're going to be able to get it. But hopefully they don't die off. So we will see. But this episode has now gone on for 40 minutes. And I want to keep the episodes between 30 and 40. So this is where we're going to stop it. and we will pick back up here next time. I don't know how often I'm going to record. Last time I got carried away with it, so I'm gonna not worry about recording like I did before. I am going to try to record a couple episodes a week, not just of this game, of a couple different games. But yeah, so we'll pick it up here next time. I hope you enjoyed. And we will see if we can continue growing Phantomville. I had to think of what we named it. But yeah. So until next time, stay safe.